Y'all could have been getting me blood, and I told y'all that. I know my body. I know my hemoglobin.
And here we go again. Another patient in another hospital making damn near the same video that we have seen time and time again about how doctors and nurses are ignoring the experience, education, and expertise of sickle cell patients across the country. Y'all, this is ridiculous, and it's out of hand, and it makes no sense. Please explain to me why. Why? Everybody knows you did not get the proper education and the proper training when it comes to sickle cell and the patient group culture. You all know nothing about our disease. You know nothing about our culture as a patient group. Very few of you even want to know us as individuals. You rather to slap us with a label, try to treat us with a treatment that has absolutely nothing to do with our illness. We are not addicts. We are not suds, or however you want to put that. We are people with the world's largest hereditary illness. We suffer from excruciating pain that is brought on by our own bodies. We are the experts in every situation involving a sickle cell crisis and our bodies. And yet, somehow, some way, you as providers still find a way to discount, discredit, ignore, and just flat out refuse to not only listen to what we have to say, but to even read our charts beyond the comment section and whatever shenanigans your so-called colleagues have written about the patient's personality, their opinion of the patient, but nothing to do with the patient's health. This is absolutely ridiculous. Get it together. Stop with the ego wars and the pissing contest. No one is winning, especially us. We are dying, and we are dying in hospital at the hands of the very people we are forced to sign our health, our bodies, and our lives over to by law. I'm going to repeat that. By law. Be clear. When we walk into that ER, we don't know you, you don't know us, but y'all damn sure expect us to give you all of the respect, all of the attention, all of the acknowledgement of being physician. And you expect us just to blindly follow your idea of what we need, yet you're not even willing to acknowledge our diagnosis. You're not even willing to read our charts. You're definitely not even willing to sit down and speak with us and talk to us about what our personal level of care looks like and what we feel it should look like once we enter those hospital doors. No, you rather sit and allow us to be in a bed fighting to breathe, fighting to move, to make just the simplest of movements, to turn from one side to another, constantly gaslighting us, telling us, oh, we know that you're in pain, but how do we know it's a sickle cell pain? And even if it is the sickle cell pain, how do we know you're in the amount of pain that you're telling us you're in? So basically, we're liars and we can't be trusted. Just go ahead and say it. Stop hiding. Stop hiding behind the white coat. Stop hiding behind the degree. Stop hiding behind the stupid questions that are just taking up time. And blatantly say, I don't trust you. That way, you don't have to take care of us. And we can find somebody that can. And we can all move on. But the fact that you all seem to be more interested in forcing us as patients to take on your care plan, to listen to your idea of what a sickle cell crisis is, because y'all sure as hell don't have no facts. And then you get offended when we stand up for ourselves. And you get mad and your ego gets hurt when we say, no, we are not going to allow you to treat us in that manner. And all because you all don't have the courage to walk through those doors and say, hey, I'm the doctor. I see you have sickle cell. I don't know much about it. Help me out. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. We don't have death wishes. We really don't. We're not addicts. We come to the ER and we come to you because it is no longer safe for us to be at home, regardless of the fact that we live by ourselves or with a family. We recognize that we are in a position where we need 24-hour care by so-called professionals who are trained to take care of us. And instead, we are getting adults who are acting like spoiled teenagers that didn't get the car they wanted for their 16th birthday, so they're going to huff and puff and make life miserable for everybody around them until they get what they want. And in this case, that car is your patient telling you that you know what you're doing, is your patient falsely admitting to misusing pain medication or not knowing what they need, when they need it, why they need it, and how it ought to be used. Put your ego aside. Stop with the pissing contest. Accept the fact that the expert that you need to speak to is the person sitting in the bed, and next to them, the only other expert that you need to speak to is the person sitting next to the bed, because that's the caregiver that brought them in. Understand that it does not make you weak, and it does not make you look incompetent if you take into consideration and work with your patient so that they can walk out of there better than they came, with their dignity still intact and not suffering from PTSD, because your egos could not accept the fact that the patient knows what's best for them 9 times out of 10. Ridiculous.